How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm going to be doing an unstreamed draft today because I'm kind of curious as to how both I will do and also how the draft queues are going to be on the weekend. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you catch me streaming video games, leather crafting, some Magic the Gathering content, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, I actually have the coins. Ooh, alrighty, pack one, pick one. What do we got here? I do like the Falcon. I like Glintweaver. Arrival's pretty good. Hard-hitting Question's pretty good. Agency Outfit, I don't know how to feel about this one. Thinking Cap and Magnifying Glass. Surveillance Monitor is a pretty good payoff in that deck. I think I will take the coveted Falcon. It's a morph that draws you a card. Suspicious Arrival is also pretty good. Hard-hitting Question's fun. Suspicious Detonation costs too much. Sacrifice an artifact. It can't be countered though, which is not bad. It's also sorcery speed. I will take the rare here, the coveted Falcon. There are just so many times where I just use it to immediately draw a card, and I think that that's fine. Any card that kind of like replaces itself either through an investigate, a clue token, or something else is okay in my book in this format. Because even though it's a fast format, it rewards you for going a little long. I don't like Doorkeeper Thrall like at all. Let's see, Locks It On Eavesdropper is pretty good. Culvert Ambusher, not the biggest fan of that. Sample Collector, when it attacks. It's only when it attacks though. It has no ETB. Otherwise, it's a good blocker. It's a 2/3. There's an Auspicious Arrival again. There's also a Topiary Panther. This is hard. I don't like Doorkeeper Thrall at all because it turns off all the ETBs, and a lot of the things that white creatures do in this format are ETBs. I think the card that I like the most is the Locks It On Eavesdropper. I think I like it better than the Sample Collector. Sample Collector just doesn't do anything right away. Like if it'd be nice if it did that when it ETB'd, but it doesn't. I'm gonna take the Eavesdropper. Again, it replaces itself with a clue token, and so it looks like a Hill Giant on the front side, but it's typically attacking for 4 with Vigilance. Of these cards, I do like the Leering Onlooker. It blocks morphs pretty well as a 1/3, and then your opponent's not going to want to like waste a combat trick to just kill this, because then you end up with a late game play of getting 2 bad tokens later on. I think that that's fine to take now. Meddling Youths is okay. Actually, it's not bad. Red Herring, I used to hate this card at the beginning of the format because I thought it wasn't enough, and it's actually like a fantastic aggressive 2-drop because you just get in, and unless your opponent wants to trade a morph for it, you just get in, you keep getting in, and so like maybe turn 4. But I think we do take the Leering Onlooker. Conspiracy Unraveler, I don't know what the point of that card is. Collect Evidence 10 is a lot. All right, so I like the Repulsive Mutation a fair bit. I think I like it better than because this is like a combat trick, right? That also can counter a spell, which is really cute. Crime Stopper Sprite, though, is pretty good. It's a collect evidence card, which I don't know how I feel about just yet. I think I will take the mutation. I don't think there's a reason for me to go really into red just yet, even though this is a 2-color card. But if we end up playing like green as a base color, we can splash for all the other colors. So I think I will take the mutation now. Leyline of Guild pack is a pointless card. Doesn't need to exist. Deduce is not bad, actually. It just gives you something to do with your turn 2. And when you leave up 2 mana, your opponent will always play around a counter in this format, which means that they will either leave 2 mana up and not cast their biggest thing, or end up taking off a turn because they don't want you to counter their bomb with that 2 mana counter spell or No More Lies. So I think that Deduce is actually pretty good. It draws you a card and then it makes a clue token, which is not bad. Unscrupulous Agent is also like an okay card, but I feel like we're headed towards blue for the most part. I don't really want to take an Unscrupulous Agent yet, so I'll take a Deduce. Each opponent mills 3 cards. the jet sim side of that doesn't really feel great. And the flotsam side, milling 3 cards in and investigating. I guess that's really good if you're in, like, what is it, Teamer? Graveyard shenanigans. I think we could take the Unscrupulous Agent now, you know, understanding full well that we're not really in anything just yet. Although Fanatical Strength is a great combat trick, even though it doesn't replace itself. I'll take the Agent. Sudden Setback's not great. Out Cold's pretty good. It investigates and it, like, stuns 2 things down. I don't like Coroner. Macabre Reconstruction's okay. I wish it was an instant. Previous sets we've been getting this effect at instant speed, especially for 4 mana. The cost reduction is nice, but that you only like if you do a bunch of bad blocks, you don't get that cost reduction on your opponent's turn. You get it on you have to wait until your turn. So I'll take the Out Cold here. It's just a very good tempo card. Convenient Target's not bad. There's a Mortipede, not a fan of that. I think I'll take the Sample Collector here. This is also going pretty late, which means that the other ones likely won't be going around. Blue-green is the evidence deck. What's good for us here? I think the Crowd Control Warden's the only card we can play, and we'd have to play it as a morph. I will take it. This is another convenient target. This is another wheel. I'll take the Basilica Stalker. We can cast it off of a morph. Maybe it's better than Behind the Mask. I do like convenient target though. I like the both of these, but we're so far away from either of those. Wow. All right. So it looks like red is fairly open. I'll take that. Take the Rakish Scoundrel because we can cast it. Wojek Investigator. I think this is one of those cards that you try to splash for. We'll see how our fixing goes, right? Faith Flight's also pretty good. We don't want another Repulsive Mutation. Topiary Panther would be nice. We are so far off of white, but I feel like we can splash for this and it's just good. Like, I don't know. What do we have in terms of fixing? Nothing yet. I actually was hoping to see more fixing in the first pack. We're not really in anything other than like blue-green, and green is a very like splashy color. So I think we can take it for now. Topiary Panther would also be pretty good. I'm going to take the Investigator, right? Is that the correct thing to do? Or am I just being blinded by the fact that this is one of the best, like, 3-drops in the format? I think I am. Another Thrall. Get out of here. Buried in the Garden. Buried in the Garden is both fixing and a removal spell. I think we can take that, actually. It does require that we fix for it, but I think we can pull that off. And plus, we're kind of light on removal. We just basically have Out Cold to knock something out cold. I don't like Gadabout. Gleaming Geardrake, if someone's in that red-blue deck, there you go, buddy. Crime Stopper Sprite, we're passing that up. It's a pretty good card, although I'm not the biggest fan of this Collect Evidence 6. I feel like that shouldn't be 6. I'll take the Buried in the Garden. Case of the Trampled Garden. This I've lost to so many times. There's also this. Creatures solved whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature gains trample. I've lost to this so many times that I think we can take it here. V2 Ghazi Inspector is also pretty good. Helps you stabilize. There's also a bit of fixing. This is rough. There's 2 bits of fixing. There's Case of the Shattered Pack and there's Escape Tunnel. I'm going to take the Case of the Trampled Garden for now. God, there's another one. Public Thoroughfare. There's another Eavesdropper. You imagine playing 2 of these? I don't think we do. Well, 2 1/1 counters among 1 or 2 creatures you control. You need to have more than 1 creature out for that, because I will take it. I don't know. This is hard. This is hard. This is actually a really hard choice. There's also Cold Case Cracker, which I think is fantastic for the 4-drop slot, despite these Loxodons. We'll take another one. Screw it. It's a nice win condition. Binding is great. There's an Eavesdropper. There's also the Fixing card. This also investigates for you. I don't think I want to be playing something like this, though. If you play this on turn 3, your opponent kind of goes like, thank you. God, Makeshift Binding's very good. I think we take the Eavesdropper here. This is Fixing and Ramp, right? Yeah. Let's take the eavesdropper for now. It's just outright bad. My God. All right. It's double white. I think we could pull it off. I think we could pull it off. Right? We could pull this off. We could pull off Tolsimir. You got the Wojak Investigator. We could pull this off. All right. The black is gone. All the black cards can leave. Basilica Stalker, you two. Get out of here. We're green splashing kind of for white and blue. We'll figure this out, guys. Shock. Wow, there's a shock. Cold Case Cracker is probably the pick here. Lumbering Laundry. Macabre Reconstruction is okay, but I think we take the Cold Case Cracker. I know that we have like a pretty high curve, which is why we gotta start to take things that are lower on the curve. We could play this. This is actually playable for blue. Dramatic Accusation, removal. Yes, please. We need the removal. Pompous Gadabout, Slime Against Humanity. I'd rather have the slime. I don't even want... The Thrall is just... Why? Why? I don't want this. I can't... They're both bad. No. Oh, V2 Ghazi Inspector wheeled. That's strange, actually. I think that should not wheel. There's a Gadabout, which we probably don't play. Regency Coroner. Oh my God. Why? I can't take that. I think we got to take the Thoroughfare. Or the... This is such a good card. I've lost to this card so many times. I think we have to take the Thoroughfare or maybe the Creeper. Oh, so stupid. What's this? This is dumb. This is such a dumb card. It's like, can you respond to this before the game ends? GG, you lose. Christ. All right, so I think we take the Thoroughfare here. We need the fixing. Way more than it seems like we need the fixing. We need the fixing. What's Curious Inquiry? Whatever. Nah, I don't know. I'm not feeling that one. I'd rather get the Vengeful Creeper. Sometimes you need the enchantment or artifact destruction that this represents, and also it's just a 5-mana 5/5, which I think is great. Rampage is terrible. Crawl Whipcracker. I think we take this. Although Scene of the Crime is not. You know what sucks about Scene of the Crime actually? Your opponent can play that gorilla that destroys an artifact on ETB to just destroy this. Oh, but this also can fix for you. I'm between the two of these. I'm going to take this. No, let's take the Inspector. I think we need to like, there's a Prof's Eidetic Memory. That's pretty good. Sanitation Automaton's fine. I think we take the Memory because we are in blue, we are in green, and it's just a free roll. Right, it draws you a card. You have no maximum hand size. Beginning of combat. Yeah. So it turns all of our investigate tokens into, oh, your creatures are also just permanently bigger. And I think that's fine. It pays itself off on like the turn that it gets played too. If you have a creature, it's now slightly bigger. I'll take that. Sprites here. There's another sample collector. I think I take the Sprite just to have some evasive threats in the air. How are we doing on creatures? A fair amount of creatures. I think this is now where we take the... There's a Cryptex. Stupid card. 1 mana of any color, but you got to collect evidence 3. We're not really there. I think I need a They Went This Way. I think we're splashing too much to not take that now. None of these are good for us. Like, I don't want to play a Hazda Vigilante. I will take the Slime, but we're not playing that. Coerce to Kill. Jesus. It's another Slime Against Humanity. Coerce to Kill. Can we splash another? No. I'm not about making our mana base that toxic. We'll take that. It doesn't feel great. I have a Crowd Control Warden. Cease. Desist. No, that's bad. I'll take a Crowd Control Warden. Actually, no. We're not. We're trying to get to white later in the day, later in the evening, or in the game. I think this is fine. All right, blue, green. Yeah, Hustle Bustle. We'll take the Hustle Bustle. We might cut it, but we can take it. Burden of Proof. Flash, Enchant Creature. We don't have that many detectives, but it also works as a removal spell. So, convenient target, or take this, but we're not playing it. Take that, but we're not playing it. Okay, I think we have a deck. It's somehow like 5 color, right? Like we have 46 cards. We have to cut so that we have creatures separate. I mean, we have to cut so that we have a few more creatures. So T-Cree. Okay, so what can we not afford to lose? I think we need the Out Cold and the Buried. Oh, these are creatures, but I don't like them. So we'll probably cut the slimes. They went this way. I think we need this is removal. So put the removal here. Need this, need this. This is a combat trick. That's the only combat trick we're going to keep. Burden of Proof can be removal, so we'll put that in the maybe. So I think we can cut a Case of the Trampled Garden. I don't think we want 2 of those, right? Buried in the Garden's removal. Especially because we don't really have as many creatures as I'd like. Deducci. Maybe we can cut Deduce. No, we got to dig for our sources is what it is. Like, I cut the swamp, but figure out. No. Cut all of those. We'll figure that out later. We'll figure out the lands later. And can't block detectives. How many detectives do we actually have in this deck? Like, probably none, right? 8? We have 8 detectives? 1, 2, 3. I don't like that card, but we're playing it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus Christ. All right. This also makes a creature. So that's pretty good. Let's also move these down to the 3s. This down to the 3. This to the 3. This to the 3. All right. So we do have like a curve going. Damn, I actually really like what we have here. We have 8 detectives. All right, maybe we do cut the Case of the Trampled Garden and use that as like a combat trick. Combat tricker. Accusations removal. Maybe we have too much removal. I'm gonna cut the accusation. So this fixes and ramps. We kind of need the fixing. We kind of need the ramp, especially if we're gonna play like dumb stuff like Tolsimir and Wojak Investigator. I don't really want to play more than 4 planes. Right? No swamps. No mountains. I'd like to play at least 6 of each of those. So that's 10, 17. Okay. Probably should have taken the escape tunnel earlier. We got a they went this way. So I think that's fine. Maybe we cut some of the removal for now. Like the dramatic accusation. And we want to keep things that are tempo plays like Out Cold instead. So we'll cut that. We have 41 cards. This is the 17 lands, right? 10, 17. Okay. So we have to figure out what other card we're going to cut, and it's got to be Hustle Bustle seems pretty good in this deck, actually, because it could flip the Warden, the Creepers, the Scoundrel, right? And it's an instant speed. No, it's a sorcery. Never mind. All right, we'll cut the Hustle Bustle for now. 40 cards. Seems good. GG. Let's make Tolsimir the art for the deck, even though he's one of the hardest cards that we can cast in this deck. Done. All right, best of 3. Match 1. 0-0. Going into round 1. There's so many cards that we drafted that I just wanted to play. That it was just like, this seems, you know what I want to. I want it. I want it. So here we are. All right. Waiting on my opponent to decide whether or not they're going first. I'm gonna go. I would go first. Even though we have a more control deck, and maybe I should actually want to go second. We have a turn 2. We have a turn 3. I can keep this. We just need to draw lands. He said. Land go. We have a turn 3. We have a turn 3. Okay. No evidence. We can block that. Looks like our opponent is white-black weenies. It's just those power 2 or less creatures, right? Opponent big think here. Again, if I could draw a white source, I would love to play the Investigator. The Investigator early would be such a good play. Any land allows us to play Repulsive Mutation to counter something that they cast. Opponent's big think here. I think they realized that this Perimeter Enforcer is not going anywhere. And they're probably trying to figure out whether or not they should attack first and combat trick, right? Either that or they have a removal spell and they're thinking about just firing it off now, right? I don't think it's worth attacking even. I would just pass and do a thing. Yep. That's not a land. All right, next. No attacks, end turn. Counter up to 1 target spell unless the controller plays mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. If they cast a 4-drop here, there we go. 0, confirm 0. Creature I control. 1 spell. They couldn't pay the 1. I didn't want them to have that either. That card's annoying, especially when I can't build a board. Unless you tap an artifact or a land you control. I have no artifacts, so we got to tap one of these. No attacks. But next turn, we can play the Wojek Investigator. Repeat Offender. Okay. Face down card. Cool. Perfect. Play that. Wojek Investigator. No attacks. Wojek Investigator is great here. It can block the Perimeter Enforcer almost indefinitely. If they want to sink all of their mana into Repeat Offender, then that's fine. If they want to flip one of these over, then that's fine too. Sure. Oh, that's their last card. Okay. So they're going to give something else a lifelink. I lose my V2 Ghazi Inspector. They lose their Perimeter Enforcer. Okay. Sure. I don't draw an extra card for that, but that's fine. So next, I think we just hit them here. Dunk. And let's play the Loxodon Eavesdropper. Investigates for us. Trying to be more efficient with our mana. Opponent needs to have removal. Okay. They had removal. That's fine. I will block this. Right? Yeah, I think we block that. And if they flip it up, it can't turn into anything too big because they only have 4 mana untapped, right? This thing getting them extra cards, though, is going to be a problem. All right, so we got a Buried in the Garden. And I think we can use that to get rid of something here. But I don't think we use it right now. I think next turn we just out-cold them. Right, so next and end turn. Yep. No reason to not do that. There's a land. Okay, so I think what we can do here is tap. Actually, let's play the Cold Case Cracker. I really want to use Buried in the Garden now, but I don't think this is a good time for it. And after they sink a bunch of mana into this thing, Seasoned Consultant's not too bad. Yep. I'm just going to Buried in the Garden that. So green, white, Buried in the Garden, because that's a problem. Take this from you. And next, no attacks, end turn. Gotta be a little defensive here. I gotta block the Sanguine Savior. Yep, pass. Draw a card. V2 Gauzy Inspector is great here, actually. Is this a detective? No, it's not. All right, so what do we have here? I can do that. Gain life, make this big enough, or make this big enough so that it can block that. That way we'd have 2 ways to block that. Burden of Proof, something else to make it super small, right? Or it could face down the Gadget Technician, but I think we basically have to do this, collect the evidence. What was it? Collect evidence 6. This one and this one out cold. We'll gain some life, and it'll put the token on itself. Okay. Then I think we just face down the... Actually, we'll face up this guy. No attacks. You know, I should have played a 4-drop like Gadget Technician. I wasn't thinking, sorry. Or played... Extract a Confession. Goodbye, Gadabout. Yep. Okay, so land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 mana available to us. I think the correct thing to do is to face down these two. The Crowd Control Warden and the Gadget Technician, and then pass. Although if I play the Rakish Scoundrel, no, because see, they might have some. They definitely have something in their hand. Maybe I do just attack with the Cold Case Cracker. No, let's face down this thing as well. Because then next turn, if anything, no attacks. Next turn, if anything, I can just slam the Crowd Control Warden. Yep. Okay. Do I still have that glitch where I can't look at the... All right. Let's see. What did they have that was particularly bothersome? Nothing really yet. They did have a competent deck. There was a fair amount of life gain, but not too worried about any of it. Let's look at the cards that we have like this. So I don't think I need Slime or Hustle Bustle, although Slime Against Humanity would be great to just spit out tokens, but I don't think we need that right now. Mana base seemed fine. I think we also kind of got lucky. We do need the game to go a little bit longer, which is why these V2 Gauzy Inspectors are fantastic. Run it back. I think we're fine. And that's after going second. So I think that we need to play this deck more reactively. More boy. All right. We can play that to draw a card. All right, keep. We're going second, so we're already drawing an extra card. Yep. Yep. So planes, play that. Perfect. All right. What do we lose here? Probably the sample collector of all of these. No. Let's lose the Rakish Scoundrel. All right, there's a green source. Draw a card off of this. Cool. We have all of our mana colors. This is great. Bingus, yep. I think here's a good time to just play the sample collector, because it blocks this pretty well, and it blocks that pretty well. We're actually going to hold off on playing the Coveted Phantom. They're up to 4, so they likely can't just flip this into something that matters. Okay. Suspect it. That's a problem card, but that's a problem card solution. Target a land. Target the green one. Get rid of that. No attacks right now. This will allow me to play the Eavesdropper next turn. They're up to 5, so I should be concerned that this could be like a Basilica Stalker, which is why I won't block here. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, Watchdog's fine. Let's see. We're drawing a lot of lands. I think we can... No. I think we can play this for double green, white, face this down. And then we can disguise it later. Next. No attacks, end turn. We do have to be careful though, because this thing, if everything attacks, this thing gives everything +1/+1. So that's a problem for me. Put this in front of that. Put this in front of... That's a Basilica Stalker. This screams scam. So no blocks other than that. Yep. Okay. Okay. Oh, they didn't do the thing. Okay. So, let's see. How does this work again? You have no maximum hand size. Drawn more than one card this turn. It's the beginning of combat. Alright, so I think we flip this up, give them our island. Turn face up. Give them that. Submit one. Draw a card off of that. That's great, actually. Then we attack with the Falcon, taking it back. Put a token on you. I'll take that back. All right, so then we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. And I think the correct thing to play is the Eavesdropper, because it gives us something that we can use to block the Watchdog with. Yep. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try to block that thing there. If we get scammed here, it sucks. Oh, it's a 4/3. Oh, okay. So they technically trade. Is this the combat trick? If they don't have the combat trick, they lose the Watchdog, and that's great for us. Oh, I hate that Watchdog so much. Yep. Now I can't really attack too much anymore. That's not great. We'll play this. I'll play this. Wait, no, hold on. We'll draw a card here. Okay. Play another land. We'll need a blue source actually for that. And then next, we'll put a token on the coveted Falcon. No attacks. End turn. We're going to use this Burden of Proof to kill their face down card should they flip it. Alright, so pass. Yep. Okay, so we have to block like this. Oh, past the blockers. We might be dead here. Past the blockers. Block. Block. Is that the correct way to do this now? Hold on. Block. Block. Because that gets +2/+2. That still doesn't kill this if I shrink it. If this gets +2/+2, that doesn't kill this if we shrink it. And if that flips, if the only play is they flip that. Oh wait, we're just dead anyway. Yep. Whoops. It's like, let me play for like 3 turns ahead. We did draw a lot of lands, and I don't appreciate that, but what are you gonna do? Let's see. I would like another creature. I guess we have the Slime Against Humanity, right? But I don't think that that's really where we want to be. Is it better than Coveted Falcon? No. Because that combo did work. It's just, I didn't really get to do much else with it. I wonder if I can give away the the Buried in the Garden. That'd be hilarious, actually. Like, yeah, you could borrow my Buried in the Garden. I'm just gonna take it back. It's like you have control of it now. I wonder how that works. Exile target non-land permanent you don't control. It's still enchanted on that land. It's just they don't get the land. Okay, whatever. That's just weird. We haven't seen our Tolsimir either. God. All right. I think we run it back. I don't think there's anything we could really change here. The problem in the last game was we didn't have enough creatures, it felt like. I don't really like Pompous Gadabout, but if I play... I haven't even seen they went this way. You know what? Pompous Gadabout and that one gone. Slime. Done. Because if you're playing Slime against humanity, you need to have, like, both of them in there. You need to have as many copies as you can in there. I don't even like it as a card. But, it does allow you to do graveyard things because it puts these cards into the graveyard as you resolve them, right? Obviously. We'll play first. Turn 3. Keep. Island Thoroughfare. Oh god, we're playing the slow. Play that. Tap that. Seasoned Consultant. Yep. This Warden. Pass. Next turn we'll if I draw a green source, we could actually play Tolsimir on curve, which would be cool. I don't think opponent attacks here. Yep. Rakish Scoundrel. Let's play that. Tapped. No attacks. Was this flip up for double white? Yep. Okay, or double green. We have white or green here. Part of me felt like I should leave up mutation, and I think we still can next turn. The problem with that little 1/1 thing is that it's gonna, like, and if they cast it here, that sucks, but what are you gonna do? Wisp Drinker Vampire. Okay. There's a land. Alright, so I think we just attack here with this thing, and if they block it, we kill them. We kill their creature. And then afterwards we play Tolsimir. What is this? Yeah. Okay. Probably better. Here's our boy Tolsimir. They haven't even seen that one, game 1 or game 2. So what do you do again? Whenever you wolf you control, if he attacked, target opponent blocks that wolf this turn if able. They had to hit the token. That's so bad for them. I'm sorry, opponent. That becomes a 3/3. So let's do this in front of that, and this in front of this. Actually, that in front of that, right? Because if this flips over into the other thing, I don't think I care, right? Yeah, it's the, yep. Okay, that's fine. That does suck. Burden of Proof is nice, but all right. So we have a lot of things here. This is a detective. No, this is a centaur soldier. I don't think we could attack next turn. No attacks. I guess if we attack here with Tolsimir, they block. Sure. We just dump all these tokens on him? Or submit 0, auto pay. Gain 7. Yeah. That seemed like a better use of my time. If they have a removal spell, they have a removal spell. Basilica Stalker's great. Yep. Okay. I think I just slammed that in there. And maybe this too. Like, they can't effectively block that. So if I flip this, It does an extra 6, so that's 13 damage. How much does that leave me with? No mana to do anything else this turn. Alright. I think we're going to slime. And then next turn, depending on what happens, we'll either burden the Basilica Stalker. This Tolsimir is like really changing how any of this actually, whether or not any of this actually matters. So maybe we don't even have to deduce here, or burden of proof rather. I think we just jam next turn, and if they triple block it, we burden of proof their biggest creature, and then Tolsimir eats everything because it becomes a 1/1. Well, I guess he eats 2 of them, which isn't great, but it's better than like nothing. Okay, they drain us. Yep. Pass. I wish he was a detective. Oh, all right. No blocks. I don't think I have to block that. Yeah. They gain a life, we surveil, but then we just swing next turn? Deducci. Not bad. All right. So land. Sure. Leave him at 4. I think we leave up the burden. Because now we're actually racing. And if I turn the Basilica Stalker into a 1/1 flyer, it doesn't work well for them. Yep, resolve. Resolve. They do drain us for 2 here, which is pretty good. Sure. Resolve. Pass. Do they swing out? Yep. Okay, resolve. And they surveil 1. This is getting close. Next turn, if I attack, they can't do anything to block. Or they have to block, so... Okay. Think we trade there? Damn. This locks it on... no, the Unyielding Gatekeeper really ruined my day. Next to damage. Gong, gong. Alright, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'll draw a card first. Oh, that's real good. Mm-hmm. 4, 5, 6. All right, so we have to block like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if they have another, what's it called? If they have a creature in their hand, I'm just dead to the Wisp Drinker Vampire. Oh! Death Touch and Lifelink. Fuck. That'll do it. Yep. I guess we Buried in the Garden. Get rid of their vampire. Oh, target that. Why does it do that? Alright. Get rid of that. We have to leave the ground attackers there, right? But I'm still kind of dead. Attack with that. I can't block. Yeah, that fucked... God damn it. Why did it do that? Good game. Concede. I was supposed to play Loxodon Eavesdropper too. I don't know why it does that. You know, and I was supposed to the auto tapper got me. I was supposed to like play it, I don't know why. I was just like, oh yeah, just on the first tapped land. It should have been on one of these so that I could put leave match. That's frustrating. That was a frustrating loss. I you know, like this is not the first time that the auto tapper's gotten me, especially in this format. And that's my own fault for not. And the first time I did like purposely go like that one, so that we put it on the untapped land, even though I'm not playing anything that turn. But still, that's annoying. That was a good match though. They did have a lot of good answers to things. Our deck is more grindy, and we should try to be more grindy, I guess. Well, oh, and one going into round or match 2. Is my jar still there? I don't know why it does that. Yeah, the jar's still there. Perfect. Okay. This is unkeepable. Mulligan. This is better? I'll put an island back. I don't have anything that's like double blue except for that bird. There we go. Like to see that. Okay. Island Inspector. Play that. Burden of Proof is actually going to be very good with that. Professor. Okay. We're going to need to get rid of that guy. Next. No attacks, end turn. Pass. Sure. Pass. Put this guy in front of it. One blocker. You're a detective, right? I think I should have targeted theirs, because it says detective you control. If they have the bounce spell, this is sort of a blowout. Right? Okay. Otherwise, it was a blowout. That was pretty good, right? Surveil 2, gain 2 life, investigate. That's a lot of value. So it looks like they're playing... God, that's 2 rares already. And I'm assuming they're going to draw their turn. Let's see. All right, so we've drawn the lands that we need. I'm just going to... I'm going to jam. Right? Play an Island next. I don't think there's any blue spell that'll shrink this enough. I'll play the Eavesdropper. Fantastic card. So we playing here. Yep. Figured they would just draw a card here. Have a 3/3 that can block this 2/2. And if they want to waste a combat trick, killing my Loxodon Eavesdropper, so be it. Now, it looks like our opponent is playing like a lot of other colors. There we go. Okay, so now they have their now they're starting to have like non-public thoroughfare forms of that spell. Coerce to kill. Okay. I'm actually going to tap correctly this time. And we're going to, what is it? Non-land permanent. So we're going to take their coerce to kill. So I get my creature back. Then we're going to play Proft's Eidetic Memory. We draw an extra card, so that gets Vigilance. Put a token on the Loxodon. Oh, he gets Summoning Sickness again? That's so weird. Okay. And we still have our clue. That was a pretty good sequence of plays, if I do say so myself. And so we could use the clue next turn to get another bonus stat boost, as well as giving this Vigilance again. And I will block this. Cerebral Confession. Okay. Like, there goes my counterspell and my out cold, which sort of sucks because out cold does replace itself more or less. Yep. Opponent's like, I need something. All right, so I'm just gonna swing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Next, I'll attack. Okay, they're taking it. I don't mind showing them this in case they have another thing to get rid of the other thing, but I think this is a pretty good board state unless they have a board sweeper. Unless they have a sweeper, rather. But we do have 2 clues, so I think we'll be fine. Opponent's hand is like full of cards, though. If we attack with both, Tolsimir can make the that detective block. Yeah, okay. Don't recall seeing anything too hazardous for our health. They played an Alquist Proft, who I believe can still be activated. Oh no, he can't because he gets tapped. And then they played Drag the Canal, which is another really good card, both in blue. I don't like Pompous Gadabout at all. Has hexproof as long as it's my turn. I didn't even notice that bit of text on that. I keep not seeing they went this way and also feeling like I don't need it. Because I think we've been getting lucky on our drawing land. And that's great, actually. Maybe I should take that out in lieu of Slime Against Humanity. I'm going to take out They Went This Way. I'm going to put in Dramatic Accusation. Because I do think that we need to deal with that Proft very early. As soon as possible. We did get lucky, though. Our opponent could, like, do nothing about the Proft. I mean, about losing Proft then and there. You know, they were like, oh, this will be fine. Oh, no. I'm fucking dead. 2-drop, 3-drop, 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 4-drop. This is fine. And the opponent's going first, so we can keep this hand. We just need to draw into more lands. Hopefully that'll happen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 drops, 4 draws to draw a third land. It's not it. There's a land. Play that. I'll play the Eidetic Memory here. They're playing red too? Okay. I'm going to play the Pompous Gadabout next turn. Because I think it's funny. Mill 3 cards, investigate. Okay. And they lost that and that. Oh god. They're like, I gotta get rid of that and I gotta draw lands. Oh boy. Gong. We'll play this. I think Eavesdropper might have been the better play. But we'll see. Oh yeah, because then we could have cracked a clue, drawn a card. That would have given us 2 looks to get another land. We have 7 power on board. Our opponent has nothing. The Pompous Gadabout, I don't know if I'm rethinking him here. Okay. Opponent's got 5 colors going. Opponent has 5 colors going. Holy crap. Dramatic Accusation, sure. Tap Enchanted Creature. Yeah. Yep. Here's the Eavesdropper. I would like some lands, though. Long Goodbye. Okay. Drag the Canal. Oh, okay, that's a pretty good combo. Because, yeah, they get all of that stuff. They gain 2, they surveil 2, they investigate. I think it's funny that they can't, like, do that on my turn. Alright, so we're gonna crack a clue. Okay, alright. Next, put it on this guy. He's gonna attack with Vigi. Then we're gonna play a forest, and we're going to. I can't flip this up yet, so there's no reason to play that out. I think we just take this too, which means I'll play this because I can flip this up next turn if I need to. Actually, let's play the Rakish Scoundrel, because next turn I can flip that up too. Aqua's Sleuth. Aqua's Proft, rather. Master Sleuth. Okay, play this here. I think I could just put their Proft. Yeah. Oh, if I would have played the island, I could have flipped up the other thing. Whatever. Dramatic Accusation. I'm that nerd. Taps him down. Keeps him tapped. Next, we're just going to attack with the Eavesdropper, because they will trade for the face down. Oh, is this not on my watch? Okay. And then I'll play this as a disguise. Next turn, we can flip that up. Or we can flip this up to give this thing indestructible. Wow, they took like all the duels. That's where they all went. Okay. Case file auditor. 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 Case file auditor. All right, we can still swing out here. I don't think that they cast Dramatic Accusation targeting either of these. Put that there. What is this? What is this? Okay. Next, just swing out. Yes. Okay. So they blocked in a better way. So I think we could flip this up. We kill that. We eat that rather. And I guess we don't necessarily have to give this. It doesn't give up. It doesn't give indestructible. I mean, it doesn't give death touch to whatever we flip up, right? Yeah. So I don't even know if that's worth flipping up, right? Because then I could just play this and then this. No, I'd rather. Sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, is my hand size infinite? Because of Proft's eidetic memory. That's right. That's cute. Okay, face down card. Dramatic Accusation number 2, sure. Cool. All right, so play that. We'll play this face down as a squeeze. All right, and then we can still flip it up. Next, no attacks, end turn. Pass. If I play double blue, I can shuffle that back into their deck, but I think we just turn this face up here. So we get a 1/1 flyer. Because it allows us to put pressure on them. If I shuffle that away, we can then use the V2 Inspector to make this slightly bigger. But I think we just jam here, right? Oh, fuck, I meant to attack with that too, whatever. Sure. All right. Turn that face up. It's an 8/8. Do I play out the inspectors? No. That was a bubble smuggler. Okay, so end turn. I forgot to attack with this. I missed a point of damage. It's okay. Flash. Okay. That's pretty good. Outrageous Robbery. What did we lose? Oh, okay. So they basically drew like... Why did 3 of them disappear? Outright. Oh, is it the lands that are like that? Okay, that's weird. That's a weird graphical glitch. Okay. They basically drew like a bunch of cards off of our deck, which is not great. If they got our Tolsimir, I will be, I guess, sad in a way. Buried in the Garden. Okay. That sort of sucks. What are you gonna do? I think what we have to do at the end of this turn... Alright, Sample Collector. I think what we have to do at the end of this turn is shuffle Professor Alquist into their graveyard, or into their deck. So that I can do this. Collect evidence. Submit 6. Put a token on this nerd. Gain some life. Next. I think we swing here again. I'm trying to get them to kill the gadget tech. Man, drawing so many cards off the top of my deck. Very bad for me. Alright, so... yeah, just let them block like that. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't do anything there. Okay. I could kill that, but I don't want to. So I guess we just bonk it. Alright, end turn. I probably should have played the other V2 Ghazi Inspector. Whoops. Because I don't think that they have a board wipe at this point. Yep. They just have all of my lands. Oh my god. Alright. That's annoying. That's my Loxodon. That's my Loxy. Alright. Pass. Yep. Okay, collect evidence 3. 1/1 create. They redrew their Professor, their Alquist Prof so quickly. I don't think it shuffled it into the damn deck. I think it just put it right on top of the deck. Sure. That's a problem. Okay, so past the blockers. I'll block. Do this thing again. Land's not helping. I guess we don't attack here. No attacks. Play this. Can't really make any good use of it, but we're out of gas here. It looks like they didn't get our Tolsimir at the very least. And... Surveil 1. Do they not know about Alquist Prof's second ability? We're taking the 5. I don't care here. Yep. No blocks. It reads like a scam. It reads like they have something. That, what's it called? Was very good for them, though. The outrageous robbery. They're just playing all of our cards against us. Oh, no. I need a way to deal with this, like now. All right, game 3. Concede. God, they're playing 5-color everything. Okay, so we definitely need to get rid of all their creatures, especially that stupid thing. We also need to win before they resolve their, what's it called? We have a lot of removal here. The problem was, oh, no, there's that thing. Haha. I think we actually have to save Burden of Proof for their creatures. Coveted Falcon would have been a real great way to just, like, get all of our stuff back, too, which is funny. I don't think we have any changes. Just run it back. We have all the removal that we need in there. That Ansrag, though, we have to hold up removal for that. We have to hold up removal for Proft. They're playing like 5 colors. I will play first. We could play that as a 3-drop. We need to draw lands. Everything is just we need to draw lands. All right. Whether or not we win or lose here is dependent on if we draw lands. That, play this. Pretty good top deck, actually. Perfect, actually. Next. Play the Sample Collector. I forget if this is the opponent that had the... No, it's not. This is not the opponent that has the... they're already on 3 colors. 4 colors. I think next turn we could play Crime Stopper Sprite and tap that down and just swing out. Right? Because we know that we have to race, essentially. Dramatic Accusation's a hold. Okay. They don't have the mana for anything else. Okay. They can't cast Ansrag. Yeah. All this mana left up is Screaming Scam. Yep, sorry, Summer. They play this face down. If they have a counter, they have a counter. Hi, Summer. No more lies, sure. What do you want, baby girl? What do you want? What do you want? Hmm? Pain in the butt. She's like, no, I need to draw lands, though. We need to be having this type of land situation. Dramatic Accusation. All right. That's fine. They could still have a counter spell up. I'm going to play the Eavesdropper here. Makes a token. Yep. No attacks right now. Red. They can cast Ansrag here. Yep. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I'll attack. Sure. Yep. I figured they had one of those, but that came at exactly the right time. Thank you, Buried in the Garden. Okay. Can play Pompous Gadabout. I think I need to draw a land or draw a card here. So let's crack this for a clue. Okay. Wojek Investigator. Another flyer, this time with Vigi. No attacks right now. If I attack with this, I can collect evidence. No. No attacks right now. If they have dramatic whatever, I think they're just cracking, yeah. They're just cracking the clue. Okay. Okay. Yep. I wish I got to investigate. That's actually great here. Next, I think we just swing in with the Wojek Investigator for 2. And play this face down. Or not face down, sorry. We just play the Pompous Gadabout. End turn. Outrageous robbery. No. 0. Confirm 0. Counter the spell. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. I wanted to leave up Burden of Proof, but clearly they were hoping to draw a bunch of cards off the top of my deck. And I'm glad that we prevented them from doing such a thing. Whew. This can't be blocked by creatures that don't have a name. So face down card here, can't block it. And it's a human citizen. So if I attack with Gadabout and Wojek Investigator, they have to block with Auditor. Unless they flip this up, which they could. At which point I guess I could burden it. We have all this removal because I'm just very like worried here. Not worried. Yeah, worried. I think next turn though we can swing out. This is a detective, this is a detective, this is a detective, and this is a citizen, but it can't be blocked by face down card here. Opponent has 2 cards in hand and a big think. They're also very incentivized to Jetsam. 1, 2, 3. Cool. You can get a locks it on Eavesdropper. Yep. That's kind of cool. It replaces itself. They hit 3 lands though, which not great. Should have did that on my turn. Yep. Proft's Eidetic Memory. Draw a card. That's a land. That's great. But we can't Burden of Proof or Dramatic Accusation now. I think I just jam? No reason to do that then. Face down with Disqueeze. If I send in the Gadabout, they clearly block it with the Eavesdropper. I need more blue sources is what it is. Like I need to tap one of these for double blue and then cast like I guess Dramatic Accusation and then Burden of Proof. Burden of Proof turns this into a 5/7. And then Dramatic Accusation can get a blocker out of the way. Yep. Okay. They still have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So this face down card has to be respected. Yep. Land. Okay. So what do you do again? You're a double. Okay. I think I just smack with this. And this and this and this and this. Because they can't block this. They can only block this with that. they block this with this, I just flip this up, get a flyer. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. They can't block this with that. We're already past the point where they can declare that they flip that up, right? So they have to block like that? Yeah, okay. Okay. Y'all. And then they let through this and that. Do I go for it? Nah. Let me let them do things first. Because if they're going to flip this over, let's say, and tap out to do that, then I can burden of proof. Otherwise, we bring them down to like 2. And if they empty their hand, I can burden of proof. Okay. End turn. Okay. Sure. Pass. I don't really care about that. Pass. Do they not swing? All right, turn that face up. Now, this has 4 1/1 counters, so burden of proof is actually really bad against it. If they cast a spell here, sure. Sure. They're like trying real hard to not. Let's see. Green here, and then I get blue. Dramatic accusation that. Actually, wait, cancel. This one's 3, right? And this one's 3. This one's 6. Can I do this cleanly? I can, right? 3 and then 6. Okay. Submit 6. Put that on you. Blue. Dramatic accusation on that. Oh, I fucked that up. I will use the sample collector to submit 3, put a token on that. I did fuck that up, though. I was supposed to... Okay, so NIMBY, sure. They could block that. Oh! Alright. Woo! We just barely got through that. Not on my watch. Oh, wait, no. What's that called? Not on my... Yeah, not on my watch. Oh, okay. I don't know why I said NIMBY. That's not in my backyard. Alright. Done. Yeah, we had exactly what we needed, because if we didn't, they had 2 removal spells. Like, we inadvertently played into Make Your Move, right? Burden of Proof would have actually killed What's-His-Face. But I did tap wrong for the other thing. But that's fine, because we had enough bodies. So, Leaf Match. And we got there with exactsies. We're 1-1. Alright, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a fun game. All right, we're 1-1. Let's try to go for 2-1. This is where I check the thing to make sure I'm still recording. Perfect. Kidding. Let me check my messages. Okay. My cat's also in my lap. She's a very good girl today. She's a very good girl. Who's a good baby? Keep. We just need to draw lands. Oh god. We're going second, so perfect. Okay. Opponent might have Extract Confession, which would be bad. Play that. Which is why I think Okay, they're Topiary Panther cycling. All right, looks like this is going to be one of those days. And they're 3-color. Looks like we have to deal with the graveyard stuff. Face down card. Cool. Play this. We'll play Gadabout. Gadabout can't be blocked by face down card. So next turn we just swing. Yep. I'm not gonna block. No blocks. Island next. Can't block it. Can't block this. I think next turn we could actually just Vengeful Creeper face up. Then again, they are playing. Opponent's big think on whether or not to even attack here. The Pompous Gadabout can't be blocked by these face down creatures, which is fun. There's also something to say for... Ooh. What's this do? Additional land. 7 or more lands. Play creatures and lands. Ooh, that seems good. That seems good, but if that's all they're trying to do... They don't have enough mana to... Okay, so they're going to extract here. Oh! Greatest power. Technically, that was that. Yeah, alright. I think the correct thing to do here is disguise a creature. And then attack. Gong. And then we play this face down because we have to destroy that next turn. So I don't actually block with this. Next turn we just block one of these. And then next turn we just swing out with these two. What is this? Flourishing Bloomkin. Okay, so this is where they get a couple. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty good, actually. I can't attack into that anymore. This is this one, the Creeper, right? Okay. I think we're just going to hit them with this now to solve. Yep. I'm flipping it up no matter what. Okay. Exactly a 5/5. Yep. Bonk. Worth it. Who's your baby? I don't know what this is, though. So that's a problem. I think next turn we're going to have, what's it? 6, 7, right? I can actually just play this down, this face down. I'm going to play this, and then the Falcon face down. The squeeze. And no attacks here. Oh, it's a fairy snoop. It's a snoop of the fairy. Okay. Fairy snoops are pretty good, actually. I do like them as like a one of. Unscrupulous agent. I discard. Oh no. Or I exile an Island. Okay. If they have the discard too, that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Yep. They give that Vigi. Okay. No blocks. The crackback's way worse for them. Alright, so... I think we tap like this. Turn face up. We give them an Island. Submit one. Okay. We play the Proft's Eidetic Memory. We then play this face down. Actually, no, none of that. Next, target that thing. Attack with those two. They have vigilance. Cool. I get rid of the 4/4, or the 1/4 rather. That way, what's it is pretty. I guess if I play this, no. If I play a land, I'll play it. Oh, I'll play a land, and then I'll play a face down. You know what? Just play this guy. We're almost at the point where I could just like play these out. Granted, we don't really want to do that, right? We want to have them. If our opponent can be forced to like make a decision on our crowd control wardens with regards to paying for the disguise cost, or sorry, not the disguise cost, the ward cost. Somewhere else sit on my phone. Cat was sitting on the phone. She thinks she's cute. She's very cute. Put a big think here. Summer, that's not yours. Don't play with that. I think next turn we crack a clue. We attack with this. We attack with the sample collector. Yep. No blocks. And I think that's good, actually. Plus the Falcon becomes like a 4/6 in the air. And the sample collector becomes... Actually, if I put a token on anything, I should put it on the eavesdropper. Deadly cover-up. Okay. Sucks, but what you gonna do? Exile a card from the graveyard. What'd they exile? The eavesdropper? I don't know if I have another one of those. I think I do, actually. Never mind. Deadly cover-up. Our opponent has board wipes, so he can't play too much to the board. Right, Summer? Yeah, they got rid of 2 Loxodon eavesdroppers. It's a good card. I don't blame them. Okay. And Sanitation Automaton. Automaton. Okay, so they know about him, so... I just play them both out, right? Like, hold on. So then land, face down one of them, then just play out the other one as like a 5/5, just a big dumb idiot. Hey, Summer. She thinks she's so cute. Glint Weaver. That's pretty good. Very good way to stabilize. Now the question is, where do they put the tokens? Okay. This must be huge, whatever this is. But they only have 1, 2, 3? Mm-hmm. Beginning of combat, okay. So they have a deadly cover-up. Oh, that is art done by Sam Gay, who I thought was Rebecca. I'm saying that wrong too. I think it's Sam Gay and Rebecca Gay. He's been training under her, but oh, much better than it looks. Okay, so my first they went this way, so we could use that to draw a card here, and also get a land. Or not draw a card specifically, but we'll get planes. Do I crack one of these is the question. I think we just leave those down. No attacks, end turn. In case they get like not extract confession. What's the other one? Okay, so that's a 4/5 flyer. Yep. Gong. So this is where they stabilize, because they're going to gain life off of that and surveil every turn, which is real bad for us. Face down. In defense mode. I'm going to draw a card off of this real quick. Deducci. Okay. And then that investigates and draws us another card. So let's just cycle it now. Another land is not good. Another land is not good. Oh, I probably should have just flipped that up. There's a Tulsimir, though. No attacks. We've drawn so many lands. Ah! Like, out of all that cycling, it's just like land, land. Here's another land. Yep. So I think next turn we have to actually swing for the fences with everything. We do lose our Tulsimir, but we force them to block. Oh, shit. That was good. That was good. We're going first next time. Did we see anything that we really needed to worry about? No, it was just the board wipe really is what got us. Should we try to be more aggressive? So they went this way, was kind of bad when we finally got it. Their creatures are going bigger, so maybe the Case of the Trampled Garden is better than like Out Cold. Yeah, let's run it back like this. I think. I don't know. Question marks, right? Like, this is the first time I've actually lost the first, but this is also the first time I went first. So I went first at the beginning, I should say. Come on. Opponent's making like a lot of changes, and I'm curious what they all are. Tulsimir dies to shock, which I kind of hate. It looks like both of our decks are just like, give me every rare and all the fixing. I'll play first. Burden of Proof, deduce is fine. We have a lot of draws here. I will deduce and hopefully draw a land. We can actually make plays, is what I'm getting at. All right, opponent mulliganed. We have to be wary of a what's it called? Board wipe. If I get a green source, I'll play that first. Hey! There we go. Next. End turn. Pace. Deducci. Draw a card, Investigato. Investigato. This is probably the cycle of that, right? Another land, pretty good. We'll play Scoundrel tapped. Yeah. Play, I'm not tapped, face down. And I think next turn we'll play the Cold Case Cracker. Yep, there's the Topiary Panther cycle. We also just like immediately played all of the lands all the colors of mana we needed. Just Tron. They went this way. Okay, so they have one of those. We don't have to flip that up yet, but I will play the Cold Case Cracker. They might have the board wipe in their hand, in which case I'm not going to overcommit to the board here. And in fact, next, I'll just hit them with this. And I'll play the Cold Case Cracker because if they board wipe here, I lose 2 creatures, but I investigate from the board wipe and from... Oh, no, wait, that's not the investigate one. Well, we investigate for the Cold Case Cracker. I thought it was the white one. I confused it. I'm sorry. They're thinking about it. They are thinking about it. Unscrupulous agent. Okay. I think we lose our burden here. Because I do want to play, and then next card, I would probably pitch the sample collector. Extract a confession. Okay. Well, that sucked. Play this. Do we play the sample collector? Maybe. I think we have to. We can't, like, live in fear of the board wipe all the time, right? End turn. At the end of their turn, we'll draw a card. Locks it on Eavesdropper. Cool. Sure. Pass. We're going to crack a clue. We have our own Eavesdropper. Ha ha! All right, so Buried in the Garden, very good. We don't need to use it right now. Case of the Trampled Garden is actually pretty good. I don't think there's anything I really want to play here. I guess we'll play the Eavesdropper. Sure. No attacks. Sure. I think we take the 4. Yep. They must have just drawn that. Yeah, I think we take the 4. I mean, I guess we could just double block. Nah, no blocks here. Yep, face down. Okay, cool. All right, so this is where we case, and then we crack a clue, and that should solve the case. Put this on you. Put this on here. Submit. Draw a card. Okay. Next, we'll attack with these two. And I think we can put a token on face down card. Or maybe we just put a token on Eavesdropper. Collect evidence 3, right? So submit 4. Because they still like double block here, I guess. Put it on itself. This prevents them from like the double blocking with just these two. Bonk, bonk. We solved it. So every turn, we're going to get some more value out of that. All right, Vine Creeper. Rude. And I guess we could bury that now. And then still get to attack. I guess we get attack for free regardless. Right? No. I think we have to bury now. We'll put the... All right, cancel. Hold on. Green, white, white, white. Bury. Targeting that. Hitting that. Okay, next. I'll attack. Collect evidence 3. Putting a token on that. Next. Sure. Gong, gong, gong. All right, and then end turn. If they can't board wipe and pay 5, they lose here. Glint Weaver. 1. Autopay. All right, got there. Had to be more aggressive though. Okay, so got to do the same thing as we did last game, I think. So we're done, right? Draft deck done. No changes. Running it back. This seems fine. I worry I should sandbag the eidetic memory until I have a board. Play that. But I do need to draw